Hello and welcome to Josh and Jack's study guide on Two Scavengers in a Truck, Two Beautiful People in a Mercedes. This poem is set in San Francisco at a stoplight at 9 in the morning. It's about two different ends of society, the rich and the poor. And it's also a comment on society and the way that democracy, like in America, says that we should all be equal, but we're not. The two different people here are the bin men who are on their way to work, or on their way home from work, and then the two posh people in the Mercedes who are on their way to work. The structure of the poem is very interesting. You can look at it on the page and see that straight away. The titles are part of the poem. You can't read the poem without it. And this suggests that their situation will never change, that it's always going to keep on happening. Similarly, the lines overhang one another like so. And this represents that there's a massive gap between the rich and the poor. Even though they're close together, they're a very long way apart. The language of the poem is also interesting. The simile, Gargoyle Quasimodo, makes the bin men seem grotesque, it makes them seem ugly, it makes them seem like they're down and out. Also, the final lines across the small gulf in the high seas of this democracy are a metaphor which really sum up the meaning of the poem. It implies that even though they're close together, they will always be miles apart, and at the same time the word democracy is used sarcastically, as though actually whatever the people want, it could never happen. If you're going to compare this poem, a really good choice would be What Were They Like? Because both poems feature two different cultures which clash. However, where in Two Scavengers we have the rich and the poor in San Francisco, in What Were They Like we have the Americans and the Vietnamese in Vietnam, and we see the negative impact America can have on a different culture. There is an ignorance about the way the questions are asked and what were they like. And the looks of the posh people and the dirty bin men is also quite ignorant, so there's a nice similarity there. Thank you for watching.
I think I changed it.